king announced that whoever paints the most peaceful picture will receive whatever they ask for. Hundreds of painters came, but the picture the king ultimately chose astonished the entire court. The reason will change your mind. Watch the video to the end. A king had a deep passion for painting. One day, he announced throughout his kingdom that the king would reward any artist who could most beautifully depict peace on canvas. On the appointed day, the court was filled with artists. Each had brought their finest work. The king examined each picture in turn and ultimately set aside only two. The first picture showed a serene lake. The water was so clear that the surrounding snow-capped mountains were reflected in it like a mirror. Above, a blue sky and cotton-white clouds. Everyone who saw it said, "This is true peace." But the second picture was completely the opposite. Dry, desolate mountains, dark clouds roared overhead, lightning flashed, the river swelled with torrential rain, trees swayed in strong winds, and a waterfall tumbled uncontrollably. Everyone wondered, where's the peace in this? This is chaos. Everyone was confident that the first painter would win the prize. Then the king arose from his throne and announced that he would give any prize the second painter desired. Everyone was astonished. The first painter couldn't resist and asked, "But, Your Majesty, what is there in that painting that made you decide to give him the prize?" The king smiled and said, "Come with me," beckoning him to come with him. Arriving at the second painting, the king said, "Look at that tree to the left of the waterfall, bent to one side by the wind. Look at that nest built on its branch. Look at how a bird is feeding its chicks so gently, so calmly and lovingly." Then the king explained to everyone present, peace doesn't mean you're in a situation where there's no noise, no problems, no hard work, no tests. The true meaning of peace is that you're in the midst of all kinds of chaos, unrest, and anarchy, and yet you remain calm, focused on your work, moving towards your goal. Now everyone understood why the king had chosen the second picture. Friends, everyone wants peace in their lives, but often we think of peace as something external and look for it in distant places, whereas peace is entirely within our minds. And the truth is that remaining calm, even amidst all the pain, suffering, and difficulties, is truly peace. If this story taught you something, like it, share it with someone close to you, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because we bring you true and heartwarming stories like this every week. See you in the next one.